Are we doing this like a problem? I mean, is it really a problem? I just feel like that's just like bullshit. We got a big problem. We
Well,
need props. Yeah, I gotta always come up with something funny to do, but that's not the one. That's like yo, this is Brandon with Solutions Over Prompts. This week we're gonna get into our pre-production of Dab University because we're getting ready for filming. The week's been a little slow. We haven't had too much to do except for just prepping for the DAVU set. We once previously shot DAV University a couple years ago, and so I already have some background with this project. And one thing I learned specifically in the last project is that we gotta kind of plan better. I mean, we really need to know what we're going to be shooting and how we want the final video to become out before we go into film. By making sure our pre-production's done correctly, we're just going to have a better overall final product. And I learned that the hard way last time. You gotta have like your bullet points down. You wanna know exactly what you wanna talk about within the frames of the video. And so what we're gonna focus on is the scripting of the DAB University 101, and then hopefully get into the 102 video after that. But we're filming the 101 next week, so that's the top priority, and we definitely have to make sure to hammer that out. So in addition to the scripting, we need to make sure that we have all the correct props to talk about when we're going into the videos. So if we're talking about like different dab rigs, we need to make sure we have those available to show. Or if we're talking about how to like clean your dab rig, that we have, you know, Q-tips and alcohol on hand. Shout out Glob Mobs coming through like always. Appreciate you guys. So going through the warehouse, making sure we get all the products, reaching out to people if we don't have anything. One thing we're looking at in the rig shoot is maybe having some heady pieces. Personally, I don't really own any headies. I just have production to smoke out of my stuff. And so I called one of my smoke shop owner friends who lives close by and see if I could borrow a couple of pieces for the photo shoot, and just making sure all of our ducks are in a row for next week. And then one last thing that we had to make sure to get done this week is just getting the final set props together. We were looking at filling out the chalkboard with the lecture plan, but I had a better idea of hitting up one of my employees who used to work for us, Lit Brit. She's a really great artist, and she is able to produce some really cool custom work. And I thought it would be a great idea to bring her in for this project and have her set up the lecture plans using some custom graphics, or add a little bit of details to the videos that we just wouldn't normally have. And I think it would just add a little bit of like final touches. So, you know, I mean, like I was saying last time we filmed the debut, we didn't really have everything planned, and day of it was pretty hectic. We're running around, we're grabbing things, we're setting up the set, we're moving props, we're doing lights, etc. So I remember, right, we were filming like with Britt and Lit Britt, who I was just talking about, and Terptina. They did the original debut videos. We brought in like 3 different cameras, had the lights, a little camera boom. It was a little bit of a setup. Cost a couple grand in production fees. Personally, like I didn't want to be on camera like I am now, right? Like I never want to be on camera. This is very difficult for me to do, and that's why I had them doing it. And so like I'm always like, hey, we ready? Like you guys ready? You know what to say? Oh yeah, yeah, we're good, we're good. Blah, blah, blah. And then day of, it's like deer in headlights, right? They're like, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. And then we have lines. They're trying to like remember their lines. It's like you mess up one word on your line, and then it throws off the entire shoot because you're fumbling your words. It's like, oh my God, what a nightmare, right? So for this, we're setting it up more like not so much lines and what we need to say, but just like the bullet points, like each category has certain key points that you want to make sure you hit and talk about those. It just, when you're filming, especially for me, unless you're like a professional actor and like a good on camera, it's very challenging. It's hard to like talk to a lens. So yeah, we're walking through that this week, trying to make sure that, hey, we have those bullet points down. We know what we want to say and how we want to say it. Definitely taking a lot more care this time, just based on previous mistakes. You don't really know it until you do it. So now that we've done it a few times, we kind of know what to do in advance. Hopefully we know it and it comes out great. But I guess we'll find out next week. Make sure to stay tuned, subscribe or follow us on online to kind of follow up the progress. If you have any feedback or anything, just let us know.